Bonjour tout le monde, ça va bien? I hope you're really well today. Bienvenue à la classe. You're welcome to the class, and this is our lesson 3 this week on boire et manger. Alors, pour commencer, écrivez le titre et soulignez, so write down the title, boire et manger, and underline that in your book. Alors, to start, please, you've got 3 sentences there, and I want you to copy and translate the sentences. Okay, so that should not take you longer than 3 minutes. Okay, so copy and translate the sentences. Okay, if you do that super quick, there's a little challenge there, which is, can you write your own sentence in the near future? Okay, it doesn't have to be very long, just a short one, just to check, can you remember the near future? Okay, so you can pause while you're doing that task. Alors, maintenant, je vais corriger. So let's correct. Je mange du pain et des œufs au petit déjeuner. Alors, qu'est-ce que c'est? I eat some bread and some eggs for breakfast. Okay, give yourself un point if you have that. Okay, ils mangent de la viande ou du poisson pour le déjeuner. So they eat meat or fish with chips for lunch, pour le déjeuner. Give yourself un point. Et je vais manger de la soupe au dîner. So I'm going to eat soup for dinner. Okay, combien de points est-ce que tu as ici? How many points did you get out of 3 ici? Anything you're missing, please write that down in your book. Alors, on va continuer maintenant. So let's do a little recap of our present and our near future tenses, okay? So just do a little think for yourself. Can you remember how to form the present tense and the near future tense? Alors, so let's have a little look at our present tense first of all. So we need 3 things. We need the subject pronoun. So who's doing the action? We need to find the stem, and then we need to add the present tense endings. Let's look at aimer, for example. So we have the verb aimer. It's an ER verb family, and it means to like. So first thing we do is that we remove the verb family ending, the ER, and that leaves us with the stem, which is M. And then we add the correct endings for the present tense. Can you remember what they are? I'm going to give you a moment, please, to write down this verb with the endings, the correct endings. You can pause while you do that. This is a good way to test your understanding. Alors, j'aime, tu aimes, il, elle, on aime, nous aimons, vous aimez, il aime. C'est très bien. And that's the present tense for I like, you like, he, she likes, we like, you plural like, and they like. Alors, c'est très bien. So that's our present tense. Now remember, this is our grid for the present tense of regular verbs. ER verb family, the IR verb family, and the RE verb family. So, finir, on dit je finis, tu finis, il, elle, on finit, nous finissons, vous finissez, and ils finissent. So any regular IR verb is going to behave just like this, okay? And then our RE verbs, attendre, j'attends, tu attends, il, elle, on attend, nous attendons, vous attendez, and ils attendent. So all of our RE verbs are going to behave just like this. So another way to learn these off is you can learn them just by the endings. So for example, ER, you could say EESE, ons, es, ont. This is a really good method to use with your flashcard as well. Okay, so you could, for example, on one side of your flashcard, you could have these verbs, you know, written in full form with the endings highlighted. And on the other side, you could do the abbreviations that I'm running through now. So IR, is, eat, ils says, and ils sont. Okay, remember I'm doing a different pronunciation because I'm writing them as I would in English. RESS, nothing, ons, es, ont. Alors, c'est très bien, on va continuer. So let's do a little recap of our partitive article. So can you explain the rule? It says here explain to your partner, but I want you to explain it out loud to the screen. Okay, what is the partitive article? And can you remember what the masculine is? What's the feminine? What is it with vowel? And what is it for the plural? Okay, even just write that down in your book now really quickly. Compose while you do this. Ah, okay. So, partitive articles. So remember that it's when we are talking about some. So for example, masculine is du, feminine is du la, vowel du L apostrophe, and de is for plural. Okay, c'est très bien. Can you translate I ate some meat with chips? Okay, as your little extra. Alors, c'est très bien. Maintenant, on va parler, but I want you just to write down write down the answer to this question. So, the question is, qu'est-ce que tu manges et bois au petit déjeuner, au déjeuner, au goûter et au dîner? Okay? So, au petit déjeuner, je mange et je bois. So, I want you to write down now in your books, what do you eat or drink for your breakfast, for your lunch, and for your dinner, okay? So your answer will go au petit déjeuner, je mange, and then au déjeuner, je mange et je bois, and au dîner, je mange et je bois, okay? Now it says here, the challenge is, if you want, you can add a little opinion. J'adore. So au petit déjeuner, je mange des œufs. J'adore les œufs. Okay, so remember, if you give your opinion, it goes back to the article with le, la, les. Okay, pause please while you just do this task. So don't take longer than, again, 3-4 minutes to write what you have for your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. Alors, bon, on va continuer. Lis le mail et remplis les blancs avec du la, des, and du L apostrophe. Okay, so we're just practicing our partitive article here, please, and I want you to put in what you would, so write this out fully in French with the articles in there. So don't just write down the answers, but write the paragraph with the answers. Okay, pause please while you're doing this. This will take you some time, so I expect you to be spending this will take you about 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, so pause while you're doing this task. Alors maintenant on va corriger. En France on mange du pain frais tous les jours, en général du la baguette. So I'm going to translate each sentence as we go along. So in France, we eat, on mange is one eats, but we eat some bread, some fresh bread every day. And in general, baguette. Aussi, on mange des escargots et des cuisses de grenouille, mais pas tous les jours. Also, we eat some snails and some frogs' legs, but not every day, okay? Alors, les Anglais n'aiment pas ça, so English people don't like that. Ils pensent que c'est dégoûtant. They think it's disgusting. On mange aussi de la viande, du poulet, du bœuf avec des frites, de riz, ou des légumes, et on boit du lait, du robin ou du lait minéral. We also eat some meat, some chicken, some beef with some chips, some rice, or some vegetables, and we eat tap water, du robinet, tap water, or some mineral water. Okay, bon, how many did you get right out of combien du point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 points. Okay, so it's out of 12 in total. Just write down how many points that you got there. Okay, alors, maintenant on va écrire un paragraphe sur la nourriture chez moi. So a short paragraph, 40 words, which is roughly, if you 5 words in a sentence, is just, alors c'est quoi? Is that 8 sentences? Okay, so it's not that many sentences at all. So you've got a lovely little model text here to look at. Okay, so use the model text to help you. And the success criteria is, can you include the partitive article? So some, can you include some time phrases? So, for example, au petit déjeuner, tous les jours, le soir, pour le déjeuner, au dîner, etc. Pas tous les jours. These are all your time phrases. Can you include the present tense? So, je mange, je bois, je prends. Can you include a near future tense? Okay, so have a look here. There's one here. On va manger. Your opinions. J'adore ça. Je n'aime pas ça. And lots of your vocabulary for food. And also make sure that your adjectives agree. Okay. Bon. Sais-tu? Please submit your work for your teacher to give you some feedback, and well done. You've done brilliantly this week. Alors, merci beaucoup. Au revoir et à bientôt.